I'm back with Eric Nadel for a second round of interviews. He did not run out after the first one, which is awesome. And we're still talking about the talk of the town, the event. And he has secured, as all the announcers do that participate, some cool auction items. And so we wanted to kind of run through those and explain a little bit about them. The first thing on my list is a Rangers experience. What is this all about?
Okay, this is the creme de la creme. This is a chance to go to a Rangers game, have great seats, come on the field during batting practice, and spend some time in the radio booth with Matt and Jared and me and see how we do it up there. Now, you don't get to talk on the radio. In fact, if you do, you'll be ejected from the booth. But you do get to actually spend some time in the booth and see exactly what goes on up there.
And it is pretty cool, and it's not a bad view of the game either. You're right up above home plate there.
It's a panoramic view. We wish we were lower down. Maybe you could negotiate that for us.
Yes, see what you can do. Okay, now Eric has also managed to secure some baseballs, autographed by some important people. So the first one on the list is you, Darvish. How did you go about getting that one?
Well, we as Rangers announcers, Major League Baseball announcers, are not permitted to ask players for autographs. It's in very bold writing on our press passes. So we go through channels. And in our case, it's the Rangers Community Relations Department. We do a lot of favors for them. We do speaking engagements for them. We all work closely together. So when we need an item for a really good cause, I make a phone call to Tawny Taylor or an email, and she always comes through.
And yeah, the Rangers.
So I didn't personally have to bother you, Darvish.
Now, you've another one on the list. You've got some good players here. You've got Bryce Harper. Mm-hmm. You've got a former Fort Worth Cats pitcher on here, Max Scherzer. That's going to be of great interest to the local baseball fans.
Well, I would think, and a Cy Young Award winner,
a
guy he strikes out a few guys and throws some no-hitters. This was a trade I made with Bob Carpenter, former Ranger TV announcer, who's now the TV voice of the Washington Nationals. He's got a wonderful charity event that he does in Tulsa every year. He needed a couple of autographed baseballs from Adrian Beltre and some other Rangers. So I arranged to make a swap where I sent him a couple of Rangers autographed balls, and he came up with Bryce Harper and Matt Scherzer. Coming
pretty strong there. All right, now this guy, Nolan.
Oh, Ryan.
Yes.
Nolan Ryan.
Now what's he known for?
Nolan Ryan. He struck out a few guys as well. Won 300 games. Punched out Robin Ventura, and he signs baseballs from time to time. He owns the Round Rock Express, so although he's not working for the Rangers anymore, he's reachable. I know where he lives, and through his people, I'm always able to get an autographed baseball for whatever charity event that I'm doing, and they're still usually go for a pretty high price.
One of my favorite commercials I ever did involved a young man asking Nolan Ryan to sign his thermostat. So this is pretty prestigious. All right, Arolds Chapman, that's a pretty good score.
Arolds Chapman, the guy who's thrown the fastest pitches in Major League Baseball history, probably the 50 or 100 or 200 fastest pitchers ever thrown. The closer now for the Yankees, was the closer for the Cubs when they won the World Series. I actually bought this ball in another charity auction with the intention of putting it into this auction. So this is an investment that I made to try and raise some money for the charity.
Nice. Okay, a couple of others that are also on here, also not Rangers, but one has a Dallas tie, Clayton Kershaw.
Right. Now, Clayton's a local guy, of course, from Highland Park. I've been a part of Clayton Kershaw's Challenge for a long time, a fantastic event that he does every year. And so I kind of lean on Clayton and his people every year to slip me an autographed baseball or two for the use in this event.
And the last one that I thought was really cool on here was Dennis Eckersley. Here's a Hall of Famer. That's a pretty good one.
Right. Now that one I got myself. Dennis Eckersley broadcasts some games, but not all games for the Boston Red Sox. And when we played the Red Sox recently, Eck was doing the games. I've known him since he pitched for the Oakland A's, and I just brought a baseball over, and he was more than happy to sign it. So that's the one where I personally handed it to a guy and watched him sign it.
All right, these are good stories. This autograph talk is good stuff. These are all going to be available.
And I may not be done. I may come up with some more stuff before the event.
These are going to be available at the event as auction items, so these are things you can go bid on. I would also surmise that if you want to get an autograph from Eric Nadel, he would be available there. Bring your microphone.
There could be some other items there. There are various signed bobbleheads that find their way onto the table, and we'll see.
Excellent.
There's also another thing that's really interesting. We will each be auctioning off dinner with ourselves at a really nice Dallas-Fort Worth restaurant. We're a dinner for 4 at X restaurant with me, a dinner for 4 with Chuck, a dinner for 4 with Brad, all those things will be available too. And those are things you really can't buy anyplace else.
Yeah, absolutely. Great auction items, good stuff, fun, and food. So, good stuff. Talk of the Town is the name of the event. thetalkofthetown.org is where you can get tickets. Follow them on Facebook and the social media, and please share. With Eric,
buy a table.
A table. Yeah, there's tables available, more than one. I'm Rush Olson. This is Eric Nadel for the Fort Worth Weekly.